What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lurk. We're back. Take number 5 in the last take. It is 9:50 in the morning, and we are trying to get these picks out before 9:30. Before the game starts in London against the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are plus 4.5 point underdogs. I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings winning by a field goal, but if I got to place a bet, it's this one. I can't place bets because it's Florida, and we don't have legalized betting in Florida, which we need to. Get it legalized, guys. If you can vote for it, vote to get sports gambling legal. So I'm gonna take Minnesota by 3 points, but gotta click this button. Titans at Indianapolis, Tennessee at Indianapolis. Indianapolis are 3.5 point favorites. I'm gonna take Indianapolis by a field goal. Matt Ryan's finally got it going, but I think they're going to keep it close. Tennessee is. I think it's going to be a 3-point game when it's all said and done. Chicago in New York. I want to take Chicago. I think Chicago wins by a field goal or loses the game outright. That's what's going to happen. I call it right now. It's going to be a close game. Maybe not. Maybe it might not be. It might be New York all the way. I don't know. But I'm going to take Chicago by a field goal. Bills at Ravens. Sorry, I had to think about that. Ravens are plus 3 underdogs. I'm going to take the Ravens by a touchdown. Buffalo's defense is way too battered up to be. That should not be 3 points. That should be a 7-point margin. That should be a -7. Baltimore would be, to me, in this game, Buffalo's the underdog. I don't know why they put them as the favorite to win this. They are not the favorites. I don't think they are 3-point favorites. I would put them as plus 7 underdogs. I couldn't put them as favorites in this game. I'm going to take the Ravens by a touchdown. Chargers at Houston. That's a tough battle. I'm going to take the Chargers by a field goal. Texans somehow keep it close. Justin Herbert's pretty beat up. Seattle at Detroit. Detroit wins by a touchdown. I don't know anything to say anything about Seattle's offense, defense. Detroit's been playing pretty good. They should have won that game last week against Minnesota, but they didn't. I'm going to take Detroit. Detroit is 3.5 point underdogs. I think Detroit wins by a touchdown. New York and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is 3.5 point favorites. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh by a touchdown. I think Pittsburgh's going to win by a touchdown. Not much of us to that. I don't think Kenny Pickett's starting. I don't think he will start until Mitchell Trubisky shows that he is not the guy, because Mike Tomlin does not want to be the washy back and forth coach. He wants to just, if he goes to Kenny Pickett, that's going to be it. And there's going to be no more Mitchell Trubisky. So I think Mitchell Trubisky is still starting. I haven't heard anything about Kenny Pickett, so I'm going to take Steelers over the Jets, and I think Zach Wilson's coming back. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to stick with the Steelers. Jaguars at Eagles. I think Trevor Lawrence goes into Philadelphia and delivers to Philadelphia the first loss of the season. Philadelphia's 6.5 point favorites. I think that Jacksonville wins by a touchdown. I think it's going to flip-flop them. I think Jacksonville's going to win by 7. Cleveland at Atlanta. I'm going to take the Cleveland. Cleveland is 1.5 point favorites. I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns to win it by a field goal. Washington at Dallas. Washington is being Washington. Dallas is just being fucking Dallas. I'm going to take Dallas in this game. I mean, it could be a toss-up, but it's a coin flip at this point. You don't know. Actually, I'm going to take Washington by a touchdown. I'm going to take Washington by a touchdown. I'm going to change up. I take Washington by a touchdown. Arizona Cardinals at Carolina Panthers. Panthers are 1 point favorites. I'm going to take the Panthers by a field goal or a touchdown. I think it's going to be a Panther win either way, but it's going to be by a 1-score margin. I'm not betting on Kyler Murray until he starts watching film. Denver at LA, or Las Vegas, excuse me. I can't say that. Las Vegas. Or they were never LA, were they? They were Oakland only. correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the Las Vegas Raiders history. They're 2.5-point favorites over the Broncos. I think they're gonna win by a touchdown. I don't know what Denver's offense is doing, dude. I do not know. Actually, take that back. I think they're gonna win by a field goal. I think Las Vegas is gonna win by a field goal. Patriots at Green Bay. I think Green Bay is gonna win by 10 points. They're 9.5-point favorites. I think they'll win by either a touch. Yeah, I could say they win by 10 points. I don't know, man. Brian Hoyer might be able to sling that fucking rock. You never know. He might be slinging that rock coming in hot. Then we got Sunday Night Football. That's going to be Kansas City at Tampa Bay in Minnesota because of the issues affecting the west coast of Florida. Of course, they're due to Hurricane Ian. Prayers are with all the families over there that are impacted by that horrible storm. I live in Florida myself. I didn't feel none of what compared y'all did in terms of effects of the storm, but we got wind and rain. But yeah, we're with y'all, Florida, so hopefully everything's all right over there. If y'all affected, get a speedy fix. Yeah, like I said, Kansas City at Tampa. I'm just thinking about all them images in my head. I saw that shit's terrible. Negative 1.5-point favorites are Tampa. I don't think Tampa's gonna win this game. I think Kansas City's gonna win this game by a touchdown or maybe 2. I can see it being a 14-point game if Tampa Bay can't match their point total, because I think Tampa Bay is gonna have a whole lot to handle with Kansas City's offense. So I'm gonna take Kansas City over Tampa Bay by a touchdown. Could be more. Sorry about that. LA Rams at 49ers. I'm gonna take the Rams by a field goal. They're 1.5-point underdogs, which is kind of surprising to me. So I'm gonna take the Rams by a field goal. As I forgot to record an outro. Thank you guys for watching. If anything, hit that subscribe button. I'll be back for news of this week. I'm gonna collapse all the Tua news into everything because we're probably gonna have a lot of information after this weekend. So I'm gonna try to collapse everything into one video. Give you my thoughts on it and perspective of it as a Dolphins fan and watching it. A lot of people probably watched it as it happened. So, give you my thoughts and everything as just like a sports fan and not like a medical doctor. But I've watched a lot of shit from medical doctors. So, I'll give you my thoughts on it. But yeah, that's forgot to record an outro. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching.